Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome once again to Affinity Racing and another live stream. How about it? So, this is a good week of dailies, I'm going to say. It's not the best combos, not the best tracks, not even the best cars. That's Group 2. But it's a good week, and let me tell you why. We are looking at becoming A-rated. Mathematically, A plus rated. We are already A rated. We're hopefully on our way to being A plus rated. As we can see there, we're about 3/4 of the way through on our DR progression, and yeah, I really do think. I mean, mathematically, it's possible that we could become A plus today. I don't quite think that's going to be the case, although we will remain optimistic. Because there's a few little things and bits and pieces that I want to do. Alpha, how are we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. Hope we are all well. I did see your earlier comment as well there about your time. Were you talking about Daily Race C for your time? Let me just double check your message. Or were you talking about Daily Race B for your time being 100 and what was it? 156th in the world. Was it B or C? I don't think there's going to be too many people on Daily Race C tonight because it is a less popular combination. Certainly is a less popular combo. Willow Springs is probably the one that most people will be on. It's the one that I'm drawn to as well. Oh, 100, right, okay, wow, for Daily Race B. Interesting, very good, very good. I haven't been on yet. I have set a time for Daily Race C, which is not the... I feel like I can go a lot quicker than that. But Zafra's only 3/10 ahead of me. But I feel like I've still got maybe 3 or 4 tenths there because I keep making sort of silly mistakes and I can see the time dropping down as I go around the track and losing sort of half a tenth or a tenth on a couple of those mistakes, sometimes more costly. I do think that with some more practice, there's maybe some, 3 tenths, maybe 4 tenths in there. I don't think I would get down to the 37s. That would be too good to be true. I think low to mid 38s is my potential on Daily Race C. I've not set a time for Daily Race B. This is possibly a stupid thing in a pursuit for A plus rating, but I did jump in earlier and do a race from the back, and it was surprisingly good. So I want to do a race from the back. That's what we're going to start with. Michael, good evening. Hope we're all well. I think your new setup will take you to A plus. New setup, yes, and I tell you what, actually, the last few streams, the difference that they've made when I've really enjoyed them and we've got some good results and all the rest of it, has actually just been a bit of practice beforehand, like literally just spending half an hour to an hour before the stream, just lapping the track, putting in some good times so that we're not doing the start from the back or even like graphed on a time and then still end up being from the back. The half hour to an hour that I've put in before streams, I think has made a huge difference. Seen your time in the M6 and the Alpha. Yeah, the Alpha time I think is not too bad for Daily Race C. Quite happy with it at the moment. But like I say, I think there's maybe 3 tenths to come off that. Maybe 4, but probably 2 to 3 tenths to certainly come off that, I feel. So we're going to start with Daily Race B anyways. I do want to maybe, if we've got time, if we can be bothered, have a little look at Daily Race A. But B is where we begin. For some reason, I keep queuing with A plus every race, and somehow I beat some of them. Well, that's what I'm hoping happens for me as well. You are very quick, though, Alpha, so I think if you get in the lobby and you get, it's always the first lap, isn't it? If you don't get binned off on the first lap, especially a track like Willow Springs, you're always in with a good shout, for sure. I'm a bit gutted that the M6 seems to be the quickest car around here, because I would like to have been in something different. I'll be honest. I think I probably would prefer to be in something like the Renault or the R8. But the R8 seems to be nowhere in this one. Previous balance of power compositions, we would have seen the R8 up there, no doubt. But the M6... Oh, we picked the Supra there. That's not very good. The M6 seems to be the car of choice. So, oh, I just realised that your comment. Sorry, Michael. I just realised. Seen your time in the M6 Alpha, as in was to Alpha, not talking to me about my time in the Alpha for Daily Race C. Now I get it. Yes, Alpha's time very, very, very good. Very good. A 111.755. So we'll see if we can close in on that. We will aim for that, definitely. But let's get entered into this one, because I've just realised that I didn't. Bob, good evening, mate. How are we doing? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. This could be a good one tonight. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping for it. I'm really, really hoping for it. So we'll start with Daily Race B. We will be starting from the back, and then we'll set a time a bit later. We'll set a time after we maybe do 2 attempts from the back, set a time, and then start trying to run on and see what we can do. But yeah, going to keep my fingers crossed. Mathematically, as I say, I think it's possible to get to A+ tonight. Whether it happens, I don't know. Maybe we should have saved the title of this one for the next stream, saying that we're aiming for A+. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, in we go. So, what we're going to be starting there, because it doesn't have the positions on. That'll be 12, 13, 14, 15. We'll be starting 16th? 16th? Is that right? No, 14th. 14th, I think. Yeah. Right, we'll see. We'll see, because there's some slightly faster drivers in this one than the lobby that I was in before the stream. Even Cuba with the 5th fastest in the leaderboard. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That must have been a top split lobby, I presume, then. A+, go, go, go. We're aiming for it. We've got our sights set on it. Whether it happens, I don't know. Right. Race number 1 of finding out then. Cherry Pepsi, some F1 chat, and we're good to go. We are indeed. We are indeed. Now this just reminded me there, as I turn off traction control, of course this M6 is rather lively. Very easy to oversteer, very easy to kick it round on the way out of the corners. So we need to be very careful, especially the hairpin up the top of the track. So we really do need to be careful. And the problem with the M6 is that once it starts spinning, it's such a big chunk of car. Here we go. It's such a big chunk of car that once it starts spinning, it is so hard to make it stop. So seemingly a big gap behind me though. Oh, 2 of them have gone here. Not very much. Put me off a bit. Someone else has gone up top. This is going to be 3 positions here. He's going to rejoin the track. Oh. That wasn't very good. That wasn't very good. Rejoins the track by just driving straight across it. He did ghost and we could have carried on driving, but Oh man. Better safe than sorry and all the rest of it, and I took avoiding action. And almost off the track into the gravel we go. Someone has gone. This guy backed off there. Let's try and press on. Desperate to try and keep my foot down around there as much as we possibly can do. Yellow flags yet again. Oh, there it is. Green flags from here on out. Oh man. Feel like we lost a couple of seconds, of course, to the guy coming back on track. See if we can catch up to these two up ahead. Can't quite tell what cars they're in just yet. Whoa, has he just binned him off there, or what do we think happened there? We're going to be able to drive round him. Seeing the R8 there? I think so. Yep, R8. You don't off here and feel the tyres screaming out in pain around that corner. This is the one where it's easy to unsettle the car. Both those turns. Oh. Trying to push quite hard now because we've got the slipstream as well of the fellow Brit up ahead here. P8. Not bad from P14 so far. There's someone else off the track up ahead. So we will naturally take P8, but P7 could be on the cards because the Brit goes past this chap also in the BM, who's had a bit of a moment by the looks of things. So now we're right on the back of these two. Desperate attempts to get the power down. Can we get past him? Maybe he's on this straight. I would love it if we could. That's a bit of movement on the track all over the place there. So we'll just hang fire for now. Try and prioritise our exit out of here. Oh, just running a little bit wide. We've still got the exit, I think. Heading into the final two laps. Going to brake a little bit earlier. That's forced him a bit too far. Can't quite make the most of it though. Whoa, that's what I talk about with this car. Very lively. Just got so much power that you're trying to put down in it. Oh, he almost went there. It's going to run him wide. Slightly dirty tyres. going to have the run definitely this time, 100%. Right, eyes on for P6 yet. It's highly unlikely because he's quite a way away. Quite clearly pushing a little bit too hard there. And there. Come on. It's not going to happen. We just need to make sure we don't lose the position now. He's backed out there. He was alongside us, though. He could have potentially had that. Four, we'll take P7 from the back of the grid. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's have a look at this. Stay in 5th gear on both straights. Okie dokie. Noted. Thank you very much, Alpha. You were in 2nd. Oh, lost it in a hairpin. Was that just putting the power down too much, do you mean? Or did you get someone bin you off? James, how we doing? Motive as well. Hey mate, how are we doing? Hope we're all well. Oh, binned it on your own accord, Alpha. Nothing worse, nothing worse. That's not a bad result for us, I don't think that. We had that moment, the guy coming back on track. We ran a little bit wide, so a couple of seconds lost there. I will happily take P7, starting from the back at P14. So not too shabby. Picture and sound all good, says James. Hit the like button as well. Always a good reminder. Thank you very much, James. Indeed. If we enjoyed that one, a little like goes a long way. It really does. Right then. We'll jump straight back in. We'll do another one from the back. We'll see whether we can get a bit further up the grid. Hopefully with a little bit more luck. And as I say, we are on track, or we are en route, or on aim to get A+ rated tonight. We're going to see whether or not we can do it. Sheep racing again. It's a bit of a weird one, James, to be honest. I mean, it is a mixed bag up front, not by much, I got to say. The M6 is the dominating car. I would quite like to have a look at the Renault, the RS01. I'm not going to do the Vision because that's even worse than the M6, but it is quite quick around there. And then you've also got the Skyline, which bizarrely seems to be up top there, and that guy in front of us was in the Skyline as well. AMG, I think could be an interesting shout as well. Actually, to be fair, not many people in the Mercedes though. A couple there actually. Then Mr. MCA in the 650 as well, which I thought was interesting in the McLaren. Did have a little look through this earlier. There's a couple of new entries. Yeah, I was going to say there was another car, but I couldn't quite remember what it was. It was the BRZ is up there as well, which I'm interested to try all of them, but whether or not we have time, I don't quite know. The Frenchman in 9th was the one who was in your lobby. Oh wow. Good stuff. Was he the guy who you said was in one of the top times? Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's rapid quick round there. I mean, 10 point, anything under the 11. Very quick. What time did you have, Alpha? Yeah, an 11.7. That's what we'll aim for then. We'll try and aim, I mean, as obviously as low down in the 11s as we can do. Levitus up there with 11.3, which is very, very quick as well. James saying the Mustang. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe. Maybe. Where you at, Alpha? Are you on this one? Oh, I thought that was you. Oh, maybe you've dropped down. Maybe there's been some new entries in yet. There he is. Alpha 195. Look at that. Yeah, we'll try. We'll set a time for sure on the next one, but we'll do one without, and then we'll have a little look very quickly here at the other at Daily Race C as well. So my time I'm quite happy with that 38.9, but obviously I know that I can go a little bit quicker. Rank 335, not as good as Alpha, 335, but I think that as the night goes on, there'll be quite a bit of improvement for sure. So we'll check back a little bit later on tonight, but like I say, I do think that I can get a few more tenths out of that. Definitely think there's a couple of tenths in that. And then Daily Race 8, not sure if we'll have a look at this or not, but I would quite, driving around in the RX8 would be quite good fun in real life, but maybe it's not in this. But yeah, so we might have a look at Daily Race 8. If we do get up to A+ rating, then I will do Daily Race A forever and always for the rest of my life, so that I never, since it doesn't have the DR effect, doesn't affect your DR, and I will just remain A+ at the very, very start of A+ forever. And that'll do me. I'll be happy with that. Is there any way, by the way, that we can, because that was a good improvement again on our DR there, I can see just by the line, but have we managed to find out where our actual DR is? Do we know that yet or not? Or is it in here? I want to know my DR. Yeah, I don't actually think... I never understood where Kudos Prime managed to get it from. I never quite understood. But I would love to know what my DR actually is at. And it would be awesome if it just gave you the number on here. That would be awesome, but I don't think it's quite going to. So, we'll get entered. We'll have a very quick look at what the next race was for manufacturers, because I forgot, which we'll be doing this Saturday. And it'll be a slightly later start on the stream as well. Look closely at each pixel. Yeah, exactly. That's what we might have to do. At least 10,000 off looking at the bar. Yeah. It's why I was saying mathematically I think it is possible, but we would have to get P1 on like every race, I think. So 4 pixels to fill in A+. Is that to get to A+? 4 pixels to get to A+, do you mean? Or to complete A+ rating? But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. So I should be... I think we had... Do we have 6 entries, if I remember? 5. So these last 2, I should be able to get back to the office for. Failing that, we will only have 1 attempt, which will be the 7 o'clock one. But I'm hoping that I get back in time for P6, for the 6 o'clock entry. So we'll wait and see whether or not that happens. I'll just set the stream up early enough, and then it might say that like I'm 40 minutes late or whatever. But we'll just we'll see what happens. Dropping in for a like. Thank you very much, man. Before the Liverpool versus Clowns match start, who is Liverpool actually playing? A+ in America. Interesting. Do we think it's any easier over there? Shall I move to America? If there's a chance, is there a better chance of me being over there and getting A+? I doubt it. Clowns will win. Oh, is it Man United? Or is it not? Who is Liverpool actually playing? They are playing Man U. Oh, right, okay. Keep me updated as we go then. People might have to mute the chat if they don't want to know the spoilers. Keep me updated as they go. I might put. Should we put a bet on? We'll load up the Sky Sports betting, and whoever comes out with the craziest prediction in chat is the bet that I will put on my Sky Bet. Let's have a quick look while we wait. We'll look at the odds. Crazy things do happen. They do indeed. Hey, I tell you what, I've only just started getting back into football, right? I used to love football. I could never watch a full game. I used to play it loads, and then I just got sick of it. I just couldn't be bothered with it anymore. I've just started to get back into football, probably the back end of last season, start of this season. And I've got to say that the Newcastle Man City game was mega. Was absolutely mega. Ricky, how we doing? Hi mate, glad to see you still streaming. I am indeed. Recently moved house. Not got round to setting up my rig again. That needs sorting, mate. Get that sorted out. Can't wait to get some racing in again. I bet. James has been drinking. What's he said? Oh, 3-1 Man. 3-1 Man United. I would definitely not go that far, but hey, you never know, as you say. What's the odds and bets and all that sort of stuff? Who's at home? Oh, Man United's at home. 15-4 for Man United to win. 10-3 is a draw, and 8-13. Rooney and Van der Sar left. Yeah, and they no longer have an equivalent. That's for sure. Oh, we're up into a higher lobby here. Take a look at this. We got some A pluses and stuff. Now might be the time. Is that you there, Motive, by the way, in P12? Is that you? Or not? Whoever comes out with a good price, 3-1. What do you think? I mean, that would just be ridiculous, wouldn't it? Man United 3-1. We'll have a look at the odds after this. Although it'll be kicking off soon, I imagine. What time's kick off? 7:45 or 8 o'clock? Be 7:45, is it? Good price, yeah, I bet it is. We're literally right at the back of the grid now, by the way. So, if we can get up to the top half, that's positive DR points, but I'll maybe not be expecting it. Oh, kick-off's 8 PM. Alrighty, well, we'll keep track as we go. More chance of Man United winning than me getting to A+, isn't there? Probably. Oh, look at the pace of this BM off the line. It rinses the Peugeot. Thanking you very, very much. Just realised halfway through that corner that I still had traction control on, so we needed to make sure that was off. Although I probably should have found a more sensible time to do so, but never mind. I mean, to be fair, if Newcastle can beat, well, not beat, sorry, but draw level with City at 3-3, but be 3-1 up at one point. I can't believe they threw it away, but to be 3-1 up, maybe there is a chance that Man United could beat Liverpool. That's compromised him there. Away we go. So Alpha was saying to stay in 5th on the straight. We were I was short shifting up to 6th, which definitely at the time felt like the right thing to do, but we'll stick with 5th. Right, let's see if we can try and close the gap a little bit and just... I think it'll be a case in this lobby, much higher lobby, I think it'll be a case of just grabbing any opportunities that we can. I don't think we'll progress as much as we did on the last one, but I think that's definitely point in case that we need to get some quali laps done. Yellow flag. Oh, I was going to say I can't even work out where he was, but there he is there. He's on the right-hand side. Oh, that was as far wide as that could go without touching the gravel. As far wide without running wide. That's where we need to be careful. Right, we are catching to these guys though. We are catching up. If we can get into the top 10, I'll be happy with that. Ah! These guys are having a good fight in front of us here. Not giving each other any room to breathe. Oh, looks quite good. Oh, it's Motive in front, I've just realised. No! No! Sorry, buddy, watch out. I'm trying to get round you there. No! Oh, God. Oh, no. We've had a stinker there. We've had an absolute nightmare on that one. That has gone downhill for... Oh, and we've done it again. Get back on track. Oh, man. Well, that one has gone awfully wrong. That one has gone awfully wrong. Mind the marshals, yeah. I mean, he is leaving himself a bit exposed there, isn't he? Alright, looks like we're on... looks like we're aiming for P14 then. One bad result was always inevitable. Let's hope that that's the only one of the stream. I thought if there was going to be anywhere, it would be up here where I would bin it. If I could get a sub 12 nailed down for qualifying to head back into the races with, I'd be quite happy with that, I think. Where do you think it went wrong? A little bit too far, that one. Main straight before the last corner in 5th also stays long. On the uphill lift. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think the BRZ we might have a little look at. I might try and do a stream later this week where we have a look at all the different cars, to be honest. I think it's probably going to be a BMW stream this evening. And then have a look at some other cars later this week. And try the BRZ and all that sort of stuff. Oh no, the BMW... I quite like the BMW, but it is lethal if you get it wrong. That's the problem. But that's part of the enjoyment, isn't it? Supposedly. No? M6, not a good choice. You need a camel, they're good on the sand. Yeah, definitely could have done with one, couldn't I? I'll stick with the BM for this first attempt. The Beetle is also a 1. That's the other one that I wanted to have a look at. But... it's not even made an appearance in the top 100 at all, I don't think. So clearly there's some disadvantage to being in there. The Z4, not. Oh no, I couldn't do that. No, although it was much better than I thought on which one did I go in the Z4 on? Daily Race C last week. Oh, the RX Vision. Honestly, Bob, I'd be up in them hills. I'd be up in them hills. In the Vision. I really would. Stu will be telling me to go in the Vision as well, but he's a bit biased because he loves that car, but I'm not very good in it, that's the problem. Although, then again, is anybody very good in the Vision? I struggle with it because it is just a god-awful thing to drive. Oh, no. Right, I want to see what my pace looks like in the BM for these quali laps. Alpha was saying... Alpha was reckoning keep 5th gear, but... I thought this was a short shifty type car, so... It feels so weird to be doing that. That feels so weird. Mustang, I know, we could have a look. I just feel like I'm bound to get something way too wrong in the Mustang. Can't be much worse than how wrong I'm going to end up getting it in this BM though at some point on this stream, if not already. Yeah, when you're pushing, that BM does want to kill you up on that bit there. Right, mid 12. See if we can get this down to the 11s. I feel like it should be doable. We'll not spin there for a start because that's a couple of tenths. Ah, no! Oh, no. Oh, dear. WRX? Yeah, I don't know. GT Sport, yes. But I'll be honest with you, mate. The WRX on here, I don't think you would be a fan of. I really don't. The best thing about the WRX used to be its ability to get the power down. And it's a little bit more like the BM now, where it just does whatever it wants to do. Trying to get the power down out of a corner. It can be a little bit unpredictable. To the point where I'm not really a fan of it anymore. I used to love the WRX in both categories. Oh, that was lively. Yeah, we'll maybe have a try of some different cars. Alpha, I've realised just how quick that 11.7 really is as well. I'm really struggling to get anywhere close. M6 Death Trap. We'll do a car change after this. We'll do the first race. Then we'll do a car change. Oh, that's interesting. So I took the tight line there. I'd been running a little bit wider, trying to carry more speed, and actually just holding it onto the apex. There's two. There's a 10th gained. No, we are 2/10 up there. So there's still 2/10 to come out of that. That would take us down. That will take us down to the 11s. So we know that that is doable. An 11.9 of some sort. So that's not too bad. Oh, it's a tricky one, this. A tricky one. I do want to have a look at some different cars. Yeah, the 650 seems to be quite quick. A couple of people in the 650. MCA's in the 650. The RSO1 I wanted to have a look at yet. 100% M6 is not the car. Oh well, I made a good choice, haven't I? It's weird. There's loads of people in the M6 though, and they seem to handle it better than me. I think that's the difference, isn't it? 111's easy in the WRX. We've been pushed into the WRX. Made for the green hell, not a twisty track in the desert. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, look at this. It's literally all BM. Yeah, it is good for content. Me binning it is always good for content. It's the only type of content you get on this channel. Is me binning it. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's see how we get on with this one. We'll stick with the... Well, we're sticking with the BM for this one. And then we'll change cars. I don't know if I want to do the W... I don't know if the WRX is... But as you say, it's sort of... Maybe those lower gears a little bit less predictable. Maybe this track it would be okay, because... We'd be doing second gear out of... Would be the least... Would be the lowest gear that we'd be... using to get out of the corners. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, already running wide there. Cool tyres, I think. Oh god, got no grip. Someone's gone. Well, on the plus side, we've started further up the grid, so we're P8, and we were aiming for the likes of P8 at the end of some of the last races there, so... Not the best, not the best. That's costly, that's costly. We've got this guy right behind us here, the Spaniard, going to be maybe looking for a move, although he's got a bit of defending to do. Come on, can't let this pack drop off yet. A bit of contact there. Ah, don't run wide. Ah, man. Oh, someone else has gone. I think that's a VW in front of us here, isn't it? Dave in the VW. I think he's in a VW. Not quite the perfect line there. Need to be doing better. Recognise his username. Which one? The guy in front? Is that for and is it for a good reason or a bad reason? I do that. I recognise people's names and I think it can only be for a bad reason. You never remember the names of people you had good races with. You just go, oh, that was a good race. But you remember the people that binned you off, that's for sure. Right, try and get within a second of this chap here because I think that surely we must be quicker on the straights. That's not a VW though that he's in. Might be the BRZ actually. GTR, Group 3, isn't it? So there'll be no GTR. No, will there? Yeah, of course there will. Stupid thing to say that, wasn't it? Yeah, maybe it is the GTR. Can't quite catch them though. We pull back in certain places and then we lose it in others. Might have a good run on him here though. To maybe take off a tenth or so. Get into the slipstream hopefully a little bit more. Top 5, please, says James. Well, we're chasing down the 5th position. And we're closing in on him now, surely within 9 tenths here. Get the pressure on him. Wide there, a bit wide there. Got to be careful not to try and put too much steer and lock to try and make that back up, because as you put your foot down you will spin it, as I almost do there. I'll tell you what, it's a close run in for P5. I mean, the only thing is we would have still been P8, but we just kept it on track. We close more to him there on that last corner than we have the whole race. 2 tenths I think taken out there, so P6, that's a good one. That's a good result. It's still top half. That's what we need to aim for in terms of DR. We want to be top half of the grid. Oh, sorry. Yeah, recognise his name. I didn't see the comment before saying the French guy. Is that the guy behind us, Boomer? Boss on the radio, top 5 please. Didn't quite happen. Sorry, boss. Final corner is a killer, isn't it? I feel like I've got close to getting it right though. I could obviously definitely be a little bit quicker, but I think it's probably one of few corners on the track that I've managed to get close to being almost bang on. Right, we'll go in again then. Right, different car this time. We will go in the I probably would have done the Supra, to be honest with you. Oh, now look at this, look at this. He's come crawling back. You have, James. You've come crawling back now. Well, go on then, do the M6 again. Drove really well. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think we maybe will. Now he's saying Z4. I don't know if the Z4s are good. I don't know if the Z4s would be any good round there. I really don't know. I really don't know. We said we were going to do the WRX. Let's see if we can get that 11. We'll try the WRX. Yeah, Motive. I know it's I love the track. I love the combo. The dirty, yeah. I wasn't feeling too much there, but we weren't right behind anybody. I don't think it's as bad maybe as in the Group 3s. If it was Group 2s, it would be a nightmare. Group 2s round here would just be absolutely horrendous. I already feel the car sliding underneath me there. Suzuki VGT. We're now just suggesting every car on the game. Oh, now I'm able to carry a lot more speed in the BM, I feel, than I am this. Oh man, I feel like I'm having to brake way more, slow the car down way more before I can get turned. Right, let's go. Get your guesses in. What's our lap going to be? If you guess correctly, our fastest lap, all 3 decimal places. Most of you will know the score by now. Links in the description for the merch store where you can go collect yourself a t-shirt should you get it correct. Right, let's see what we can do here. Nova SRI. Yes, yes mate, can you imagine? Struggling to get that turned in there. I feel like in those slightly higher gears there, I feel like I can put my foot down without as much worry as the BM. That's definite. Too much time lost there, just nowhere near the apex. Totally misjudged that one. Saxo. Oh my god, can you imagine? Needing to brake a lot earlier. I can't drive this round the track the way I was the BM there. Getting a bit more sliding in the WRX than I was the BM, which is quite surprising to be fair. Oh, again, as wide as you can go without running wide. We need to improve, yeah. I'm like almost a second off whatever time I was setting in the BM. Nah, this is not a car of choice for me around here, I don't think. Nah. It's lacking a lot of pace, and I think it's mostly actually through acceleration. Most of the pace in this is lost through acceleration and running wide like a plonker like that. I think we need to jump out of this one. BRZ terrible in the straight line, is it? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna progress much in there. I cannot see the potential to be as quick as I was in the BM. I'm gonna have to have a look at something different. The RS01 maybe is worth a look. I feel like that will take a lot more time to get used to, though. I was curious to try the M3, to be honest with you, as well, but I think it's also what you're comfortable in the kind of car that you're often used to driving as well. The Beetle, I feel like, would probably suit me more. Stu, good evening, mate. How are we? BMW Alpha's recommending. James is saying the Z4. We'll have a look at the Z4 after this one then. Let's try the Beetle very quickly. I'm probably going to find out that there was a reason why it's not in the top 100. But it's got good acceleration. It's got good top end. The Beetle should be decent, realistically. It's just... honestly, the BM can carry so much more speed through there. You can brake later in the BM. You can carry more speed round. The BM is a beast for turn 1. No doubt about that. Beetle's a poor choice, yeah. I'm not going to have time to change it now, but I feel like you're probably right. Like I say, I feel like there's a reason. I think it just maybe lacks overall, just all round, perhaps. I don't know. Acceleration is good. Top end is good. It's normally really, really good. Late in the brakes, good round the corners, but just in comparison to that BM, honestly, I could brake so late in the BM, but in these other cars, it struggles no matter what I've been in so far. Well, both of the cars I've been in so far, they've sort of struggled to hold as much control at speed, if that makes sense. 11.1, look at that. Top for P1 there. Recommend the Mazda for any group race. I said you'd be recommending the... strongly recommending the Vision. Look at this. There's a reason everyone's in the... I mean, actually, Motive's in the Vision. There's a reason probably everyone else is in the BM. Did I see someone in the F1 there, though, in the McLaren F1? I think I did. Race drivers, not hairdressers. Yeah, I do agree. The RX Vision definitely much better in GT7. It's undrivable on GT Sport. Better on here though. We'll have a little look. We'll also have a look at the RS01. I think it's become a night of try different cars more than anything. Someone is in the McLaren. Well, let's have a watch, by the way. Let's Dave Matthews there. Let's have a look at him in the McLaren F1. Man, you just hit the post. Still 0-0, I presume. (3-1) possible. Is that your prediction, Alpha, for the Man U Liverpool game? I'll give you 50-1 for that. Oh, someone's gone. What was he in? What was he in? He was in the F1. He was in the McLaren. And that's how good he did in that then. Wonder if that was driver error. If that was the car. If that was him being pushed. We'll ask him if he recommends the McLaren. To be fair, the good thing, as I say though, about, well, both the WRX and the Beetle is that on a corner like that there, that left-hander before we come up onto this straight, or this sort of high-speed section, last sector, is that I can put my foot down in the Beetle and not be too scared about what's going to happen. There's been a bit of a kerfuffle with P1 there. Someone else going wide. Right in our way, thankfully. That was just what I was hoping for. Go, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, that's that race pretty much done. That is that one done. Thank you to, I think, the Frenchman. Deary, deary me. Right. This campaign for A+ is going very well, isn't it? Loved Newcastle yesterday. Yeah, it was a good game, that one. I was actually filming a wedding. And even the DJ at the wedding had the game on. Yeah, he did. Yeah, exactly. Tim said he knew the name. And I think that is very much why. Honestly. Right, we'll get entered into the next one then. We'll try and set again on some quali. I'm maybe going to go with... I think I maybe stick with the M6, to be honest with you. I would have a look at the vision. How good this is going to be, I don't know. Left for 2 minutes. We got binned, Alpha. Absolutely binned. The beetle, that's what happened. Right, yeah, we'll compare this, and then and James has been recommending the Z4 for a while, so we'll have a look at that as well. See if we can improve our time in the vision, firstly. Oh, God. Turn! Apart from being a bit of a tit on the way out of corners, that BMW was the most predictable car I've driven so far. It did what I wanted it to do. It braked when I wanted it to brake. Slowed down how I wanted it to slow down. It was mega. Blame you lot convincing me to get out of it. Man United 1-0. No way. No way. Oh, God. Although, to be honest with you, I could believe it. I could actually see Man United getting a win. Because of how bad it's been. And the whole Brentford thing last week. So, like, it couldn't get much worse, do you know what I mean? So, I don't know. This might actually be an improvement on the... Or this will be the closest that I've got. To that 12. That 112. It's going to be a 12.1, I think, if my maths is correct. Not far off. Right, I take back all the bad things I said about the vision. It's mint! It's not really. It's actually a horrid, horrid driving experience, this. I really can't put it into words, but... At least it's a bit quicker. Lost a lot of time there. Messed up on the brakes. Ah! Right, let's not mess up this final corner. It's a difficult one to keep steady, this car. That I think is where we need just a little bit kept on the power. A bit too much on the brakes there. Way too much on the brakes there. But I kept the car steady. It didn't start sliding underneath, so... Let's make sure that we... didn't need to brake there. I braked, but I really didn't need to hit the brakes. Let's get this down to the 11s, come on. Darren, how we doing? Good evening. Hope we're all well. I'm telling you now, if I get back in the BM now, I'll be rapid. Having driven all these and knowing that none of them feel as nice or as quick as the BM. Oh, you! Ah! Oh, honestly. Right, I need 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes. Oh, man. We were a couple of tenths up there as well. We were a couple of tenths up. I think I can get. I'll get as close as I can, Alpha, to your 11.7. I'm not sure how close I would get. I'd like to think I can match it, but I'm not too sure. Right, let's go again. Took you about 2 hours to get an 11.5. Wow, right. Well, that makes me feel a bit better then. Hopefully I can get down to that over the course of the stream. Ah! Not like that, we won't. Oh, God, it gets worse. Gets worse. What a save. Oh, I thought you... I realised you'd probably be talking about the football. I thought that was a sarcastic comment to me binning it and saying what a save. Which would have been funny. But you're probably on about the football. That's the only corner on the track where this... Man. It's the only corner on the track where this vision is horrible. Trying to get the car to be as accurate as you want in this braking zone is impossible. Because the car just slides under braking. Oh, my Ghost is way ahead. I thought I might have been a chance that I was a little bit quicker. That's more like it. Look at that. Look at the difference here. That's actually just the difference of knowing that your lap's not going to count and just going for it anyways. And just seeing what you can do. And then realising that actually, oh, that is the quicker way to drive. Look at that, 10th and a half up. 10th and a half up just shows if you just don't care and you don't worry about trying not to bin it, because that's not the point of a fast lap, is it? Right, P9. See if we can try and improve. I think we're just going to go back to the M6, to be honest, though. Been in some good races. Tidge, Super GT, and Wind. How about that? Were they all in the same one? That would be quite the race, wouldn't it? That's mega. That's mega. I've been in the same lobby as Steve once. But he was right at the top. And I was right at the back, so... the closest chance I'd get to of racing alongside him. It was more likely to lap me than anything else, so... that'd be the only chance I would have had to race him. Oh no, Darren. Got up to third with Super GT. Got all excited and binned it. That literally is me every race. Not getting up to third alongside Super GT, but I get to the front or I get a podium and I think, all right, brilliant. And then we see it every stream. Binned immediately. Oh, God. Right. See what we can do here, then. If anything. Could definitely make up a few positions here, couldn't we, by the looks of things. Ah, it's running a bit too wide. We'd like to think that it's possible here. Oh, he almost loses it, P8 here in the BM as well. He's going to force us to go around the outside. Which I think, to be honest with you, we're going to have the pace to do so. Not quite, not quite. More that I didn't have the guts to try and hang it around the outside, but we've got the better run anyways, and the slipstream here. Try and brake as late as possible. It does almost run us out wide, not quite as far wide as the Spaniard in P5. Is he going to come back on, wipe us out? No, but he almost does. Whew, and breathe, but he wipes out the guy behind us, so bonus. Bonus to us. Right, we're on for P4, or we're going to try and close the gap to P4. We're not necessarily on for it just yet. And we want to be very careful here. Because a mistake at this point would drop us down so far down the order. No. That's the kind of mistake we don't want to be making. Look at the time that it's cost us here. 10th over 10th. The M4 behind closing in. Let's go again. Oh, he's going to be looking for it now. We've ran wide. We just got no grip. We were never going to hold on to that, were we? Maybe try and have a look at regaining P7 pack. And then if not, we'll get back onto into the BM. Same issue, same again. I'm just messing that line up every time. Just bring it home in 5th. I've only just seen that, but obviously we couldn't manage that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The stream is dropping a little bit there, actually. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, you're right. Yeah, it was dropping a little bit there, actually. A few drop frames. Internet issue, that one. Should settle itself down. And we'll be alright, though. I don't think it's dropped it for a little while, maybe, by the looks of things. It's dropped a fair bit of frames, actually, so... yeah, I think we're alright now. Ah, P9, not ideal. All in all, though, we only ended up dropping a couple of places, but could definitely do with being better on that. I tell you what time are we on? Because let's take a look. We do one more of this. No, we won't. No, we won't. We'll get on to Daily Race C. We'll get on to Daily Race C because it is getting towards 9 o'clock, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so let's do Daily Race C. We get 2 attempts of that in. And I will definitely be back later in the week and do another stream. 100% be back later in the week and do another stream. And we come back to this one where I've hopefully managed to improve a little bit. Let's take a look at Dragon Trail. It is Dragon Trail Gardens. It's not my favourite of layouts by any stretch. But we are in the alpha. And my time so far is not too bad. But I do feel like, as I was saying before, that I could improve. Yeah, apologies. Sorry, James. I would definitely promise you this. We'll do the Z4 on the next stream. I'm conscious that I didn't even realise it was already getting on to 9 o'clock. So, my bad, mate. Sorry. So we'll do another stream later in the week. It'll either be... oh, it'll probably have to be tomorrow, actually. See if I can get my work done quick enough, and we'll try and get another stream in tomorrow. So yeah, so my time, according to the leaderboards and whatnot, was not too bad round here. However, are we still getting some freezing, are we? Or not? Are we still getting some freezers? I am keeping a check on my phone as well. Seems okay. Good stuff. Right. Yeah, I feel like I can improve around here and be a little bit quicker. For sure, for definite. So I'm hoping that I can improve. We'll hang fire for just a second. Make sure that we enter correctly. Stable now. Yeah, I thought it might take a little while. It would just settle itself down. But yeah, what's the Man United score then? Ones each? No. How is it not 1-1? Has Liverpool been on it? God, I went through that packet of arrows quick. I'm sure there wasn't many in. I feel like I've only looked at the bag 3 times. Still 1-0. $137 going the other way around. Yeah, I don't know which way around I actually am quicker. I'm awful at both of them, to be honest. Both of the layouts. I don't like the Gardens layout. I really don't. I do prefer Seaside. even though we're sick of the sight of it. But we'll see if we can improve on the time that we've got. And if not, I don't think it's too bad a time to take into the lobbies, to be honest. Liverpool's awful kit. Oh, no. I haven't done the time trial at Seaside, actually. I'll be honest with you, though. I know that Seaside's not my strong point, so... Is it actually an easy 2 mil, or not? Because Seaside, I really struggle with. I enjoy it more than this, though. I hate gardens. I hate this layout. I absolutely hate this layout, I really do. So this is the corner that I think myself and probably most people struggle with, because it is a bit of a blind corner. Just need to work out the best braking zones, because then all of your time is dictated in this, like the sort of second half of this sector. Is dictated by that by the exit of that one, so oh, that's going to be a penalty. Maybe not. It's a weird one. You can cut it, but there's sort of a limit, obviously. And it's hard to tell what that limit is, but you sort of know if you've crossed the limit and the line when you go over. Right, this is going to be a 30. Oh Christ, almost a 40. So see, I know that I'm braking too early there. And we see, though, we have taken it a lot better, and just look at the time, just the improvements just follow you through all the way through till that main braking zone. That's got to be a penalty. Yeah, knew it. No worries, Tim. Catch you later, mate. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, we've done it again. I'm hoping that we can be competitive in this race, but I really don't know if we will be able to. Just don't have the control there that I need. No, please don't lose all the time that I've just gained. I pretty much have. Right, get your bets in. What's our fastest lap of this session going to be? Our lap in purple. What's it going to be? Because it needs to be better than what it is at the moment. Too wide. Nah, no good. $38.7798, does that say? 28.555. If I could get anywhere near that, I'd be laughing. Oh, once again, all that time gained, then immediately lost. As soon as I come up with that bloody final sector. And again. That has to be quicker. Yeah, 4/10 up, gonna say. Go, 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 go. This could be an improvement on our time. It's gonna be, unless I balls it up in this final sector, which I probably will do, but still. Look at that, 10th lost on the exit of that corner because it just wasn't very good at all. Don't run wide, don't run wide, don't run wide. Come on. Right, 38.6. Happy with that. Can still though go a bit better, I think. Third gear's got to be the one for putting the power down at that point, surely. Oh man, we lost half a tenth there. We've got time for one more lap, come on. Nah. Right, 38.6. I still feel like that could be improved. Did anyone get 38.644? Anyone? No. Now, if we were driving it this way, I don't know if I'd be any quicker. I'd probably be just as slow, I think. It's weird that way. Those corners never feel as bad doing it this way. But when the track's reversed and we're going the other way, they feel awful. P2! P2! Right, problem being is I haven't raced here yet, so I have no idea how this is going to play out. Oh, P2, what can we do? What can we do? Literally everyone in the alpha, though. This is the problem as well. We've got this whole new balance of power thing, and the whole point of it was so that people were in different cars. That was the whole point, and it hasn't quite worked out that way because look at this. It's done the opposite. It's literally done the opposite. We've got all alphas, and in the last race we had all M6s, and this is with the new balance of power that's supposed to have evened things out even more with the high speed, high, medium and low speed circuit balances, but clearly not. But this is the problem now for me. We got 12 laps of this. We got 12 laps, so we want to try and get into a bit of a rhythm. We will have a slight bit of tyre wear. To contend with as well. Right, P1 obviously got a little bit more pace, but if we can try and stick in that slipstream, if I can get P2 out of this, if I just stay where I am, I'll be very happy. Right, now he's either not wanting to take the risk on that chicane, or he did run a bit wide. We'll try and work that out after the next few laps, and we'll see where he ends up going. It's going to be a slight distant slipstream now. The guy behind me, P3, a lot closer to me than I am to P1. Closing there though, just a little bit more aggressive. Take out a 10th. Oh, we're definitely going to be quicker here. We'll have this down to about 8/10, I think. Into the braking zone. Maybe not quite that much. Overestimated how better I had done. 9.5. Still gets a slightly better traction. Do we think we can get the podium in this one? Oh, penalty behind for P3. Yeah, I think he's deliberately missing that so that he doesn't clatter the curb. Just taking a safer line by the looks of things. I feel, oh, I thought we might have had the better run there because I felt like that was alright. Cheers, James. On the racetrack. On the racetrack, I do. Off the racetrack, different story, mate. Different story. .7. It's kind of going to be one of those races, I think. I'm not quite quick enough to catch to P1, but thankfully P3's not quite quick enough to catch to me, and it's sort of just going to... I hope it doesn't mean it's too boring a race. He's just got such good pace, this guy up front. Very good pace. But I'm not going to catch up to him without him making a bit of a mistake, I think. And equally without me trying to push hard. So it's a bit of a balance, a bit like that there, trying to balance pushing to catch up to him and making a mistake which allows P3 to catch up, which we don't want to do. Bit like that, just trying to carry a bit too much speed. Man. Knew it. That's what I mean. Trying to push too hard. Results us in a penalty. It's crazy how much the Alpha just dominates this race, though. I can see why, though, to be honest. I can't really think of a car that would be any quicker around here. Evo, yeah, to be fair. I do like the Evo as well. I prefer it. Maybe I prefer it to the Alpha, I'm not sure. Definitely prefer it to the Atenza and all the other four-wheel drives, but that there, by the way, is I was just showing you the line that you don't want to take, just in case you were wondering what shouldn't I do. Around there, that's what you shouldn't do. Now, I'll tell you what would make a big difference in these races, and we seem to say the same thing quite recently about all of the daily races. A bit of strategy, wouldn't it? How good would a bit of strategy be? I feel like there's been a real miss on some of the recent dailies. The last one made it interesting. Daily race C with a high tyre deg. I thought that was great. Would love to see a little bit more of that in the dailies. You can hear that car passing the office there at quite a rate of knots. Oh, I think he's made a bit of a mistake, P1 there. This is what we want to rely on. A few tenths gain to him there. I doubt he'll be making too many of those, however. Bit of weather in Daily C, yeah, can you imagine? I mean, I don't know why they've not. This is the thing, they made such a huge thing about the dynamic weather, the dynamic timing, all the rest of it, and then we've not really seen all too much of it. I don't know, is the issue the cross-play between PS4 and 5? I know that was a thing, like an issue with some of it. Like, what do we know the actual reason why they haven't bothered? It just seems to have been a bit of a waste, doesn't it? All that money they must have spent promoting the promoting all of that, and developing it, of course. All this dynamic weather stuff. There's some poor bloke at Polyphony now sat there going, "Why haven't you used what I made? I've just spent 6 years on that. Can we not have a bit of rain on that?" Nah, not this week. Not this week. Oh, why not? Oh, okay. Next week, Steve. Next week, Steve. All that 6 years that you spent developing dynamic weather, we'll put it in. We'll put it in next week. Okay. Okay. Thanks, guys. And then they just don't. And then they just don't bother. I mean, I'm happy with P2, but I would have quite liked that the Greek guy in P3 was a bit closer, but we just seem to be quite a bit quicker than them, I think. He did serve a penalty very early on, which of course dropped him all the way back, so I think that's been part of it as well, isn't it? That would bring P3 a bit closer though, wouldn't it, doing that? ACC not good online. What, just on PS5, is it? It's not good? And if so, what's the issue? Like the actual, like, do you mean other drivers are no good? Or the actual sort of gameplay and quality and connections and servers and all that side of things? Or is it a bit of everything? So I'm looking to get on ACC soon. I want to do it at a time where I'm able to stream quite a bit of it as well. Does ACC have the dynamic weather then as well, or not? Lack of good races and players on PS5. Good on PC though. Interesting. Yeah, for ages. I didn't even know Assetto was available on PS5, to be honest. PlayStation. I always just had it down as a PC sim. So I didn't even know what it was for until only recently. And then that's what made me think, oh, I'll get onto it. I'll have a little look. Quite a boring race, this one, isn't it, then? Big gap in front, big gap behind. 2-0. No. No. Are you watching a game from a few years ago, James? You're definitely not watching, like, a... the equivalent of Sky Sports Dave. You're not watching... where they just show reruns of, like, classic games. In between episodes of Mock the Week. From 2006. What the hell was that? Come on. Oh, man. I'm annoyed that this race has become what it is, because I should have done a bit better, really. Oh, new update coming as well, is there? I hadn't even seen that. Hadn't even seen that. Do we think that is that going to be anything major then? Hopefully they fix that stupid bloody yellow flag thing, or at least put some clarity around it, because got a video coming out on that one soon. That's very annoying. Oh, chat limits. That's a penalty that I'll accept, that one. P2 awesome, yeah. I mean, it should have been a more exciting race, I would have hoped for, but it hasn't been. Well, we'll have that. We'll have that. Yeah, good DR gain. That is the benefit, let's be fair. Definitely. Might have been a boring race, but that's definitely the main thing. Oh, maybe a new track. Good stuff. McLaren MP4. I don't even know if I know what that car is, I'll be honest. Right, one more. We'll try and improve our quali. And then get onto... Oh, not that one. We've had enough of Daily Race Beat. Is there any other cars worth looking at, do we think, or not? Look at the state of it. GTR there. Wow. Let me just see what I think of the Evo. Quickly jump in this. Let's just see what I think. I think it is a case of literally just... I think that Alpha is just the car to be in, isn't it? I think this is where the Alpha will excel, because literally that understeer already is pretty horrific from the Evo. Yeah. Alpha, it is. Right, let's get 2 laps in. I doubt we'll improve in 2 laps, but we'll see. Picture and sound good, lovely stuff. And remember to hit the like. James, as always, plugging the channel better than I do. Appreciate it, mate, thank you. But yes, a like is most certainly appreciated. If you've got one going spare. Right, next lap. Set ourselves up for a good one. Right, we want, let's say, 8 tenths out of this. And I was halfway there, but then we immediately go and lose all that time. What a nightmare. We were 4 tenths up there. Ah! 4 tenths up. Right, let's hope for a more interesting race anyways on this next one. So I'd certainly prefer to be having some good battles. I don't know where that good lap came from then, because I've not been able to get anywhere near close to the time I set earlier. Oh, flippin' heck. Look at the state of this. Look at the state of this. We're one of 4 non-A+ players in this. Oh my word. We got a bit of work to do. We got a bit of work to do. I don't think there's any podiums getting out of this, but if we can get a top half finish, is what we always aim for, or is what we want to be aiming for in terms of positive DR. How many we got in this lobby? We got 16. So if we can get 2 positions gained, we can get to P7, then we're in the positive DR. The acceleration in second and third, yeah, it's so much, yeah, definitely a lot quicker through those gears, isn't it? On the way out of the corners, got to be in the top 8. Really hoping we can do it, mate. Fingers crossed. 1.44 off your t-shirt. So, oh, I was going to say 0.144. I don't even think I spotted your guess, James. Oh, is it from earlier? Yeah, it's a big step up. The big difference for me is it's the practice. I need to get the practice in. But hopefully, I will try and get to a point where I'm streaming consistently twice a week. At the minute, I'm going to try and do it and attempt all of the manufacturers and try and do the 2 streams a week. I think that'll help. Right, here we go. Here we go. Go, 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 go. P8 almost running too wide there. Oh, 38 treble 5, yeah. Just going to say we can see P8 being quite hardly fought for there. Or being fought for rather intensely by the Brit and the Frenchman. Frenchman went for it. Brit got the move back with a switchback. Got the better run there than the Frenchman. 100%, I think. Not too sure if you want to go for a move into turn 1 though. But we'll do enough to put him off like that. That'll do. He's ran wide, we'll have that. Up to P8, top half finish, there we go. Any more progression up the field is a massive bonus. But let's just try and hang fire for where we are now. And hold the position. Look at that, that's perfectly timed for us. Three wide out of that corner there. They're going to be scrapping and hopefully costing each other a little bit of time. Go, go, go. Absolutely. Similar thing here though, A plus guys all up ahead, so I think it's kind of, the guys up ahead are a bit too quick, and hopefully we can just forge a gap to the guys behind us. Ah, no, come on. That's the silly mistakes that costs us time. Contact, contact. Well, that's us past, I think. Yeah. Oh, I'm all over the shop. All over the place there. Right. Big gap to P7 now, though. Oh, we'll have that one, though. Right, big gap to P6 now, then. Gap remains. Just never get that corner right. I'm either braking way too early, way too late, turning in too early, missing the apex, not getting turned in at all. Can't seem to get it right. Right, come on. Ah, he's clever, this guy behind me there. Took a wider line for the better exit. He's going to be right in the slipstream here. He's going to look for a move, I think. I hope he doesn't go for it, though. Oh, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Literally, he just did enough to put me off there. He did enough to put me off. That's all that was. Absolutely fair play to him there. That's literally all that's done it, and I've dropped all the way at the back of the frigging grid as well. Oh, honestly, no. No. Try to give the space on the inside in case he went for it. He was never, ever, ever going to go for that. He was never going to go for that, I don't think. Just forced the error. Nicely done, pal. Nicely done, mate, honestly. Yeah, a bit of time to get some positions back, definitely, but just damage limitation. Try and get as many as we can back, because either finishing last, or if we were to rage quit, we'd most certainly be losing time, losing DR. Just try and salvage what we can here. This guy who's binned it is going to put himself right in the mix of all these guys here. See Womble up a little bit further up there as well, P11. Interesting that none of them go over the curb. So quite clearly, it's either the quicker way to go, or they're not wanting to take the risk. Straight into the wall. What am I doing? What am I doing there? Seriously, come on. No way is it 2-1. James, if you were right with 3-1, I seriously wish I listened to you and put money on it. Because 3-1 to Man United would have been some pretty hefty odds. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, this is so annoying. Don't know if it was bad luck or just stupidity. Bit of both, really, wasn't it? Bit of both. Them curves are slippy. Wasn't even the curb. I mean, I've literally managed to spin a four-wheel drive car. That's the best. That's the best thing about it. That's literally what I've done. Managed to spin a four-wheel drive car. I'm gonna do it again, straight into the bloody grass. Oh, honestly. Alpha's not real, is it? Oh, you might be right. You might be right. I actually thought this was four-wheel drive. I'm sure it is. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it was four-wheel drive. It's part of the reason why it's so good round a track like this, isn't it? It's a mega car if you can drive it properly. We're definitely on that pursuit for A rated, A plus rated, but I just don't think it's obviously going to come tonight. Clearly. Oh, I don't want to do 2 more laps. I just want to quit. Quit. Soul destroying this is. I'm trying to not to lose any precious DR. Extra precious DR by quitting. I love a good rage quit now and again, but now's not the time. Yeah, hopefully. It'll take a hit, but hopefully the DR's not too bad as a result. As a result of the poor result. Here might be a position for us to gain. We'll wait and see. The yellow flags are out. Nothing to be had at all, I don't think. Oh, maybe a bit further up. They've stopped waving the yellow flags though, so he's back on track. Well, there we are then. Not the result that we wanted at the end, but I have a feeling that if we're trying to get up to A+, there's going to be a few of these where we have a bit of we end up with a bit of a nightmare race. So, I mean, literally, of the top 12, I think there's 10 A+s in there. Womble being one of them as well. We're P14. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. But there we go. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we don't lose too much DR. Fingers crossed, but I'm not too sure exactly how it works, but I know that top half is where we want to be, and at one point we were there as well. But really good move from the guy who forced me to make the mistake. Really, really good move from him. Can't argue and can't say it fairer than that. He did really, really well for that. But there we go. Right, well, I hope everyone's enjoyed the stream. I will be back later in the week because I want to do another one. It'd be a very rare, unfortunate circumstance if I don't manage to get back on in the week. Fingers crossed that I do. I think it might be tomorrow. I will have to have a look at my calendar tomorrow, and if I can do one tomorrow night, then I will do. I'll get it scheduled straight up. Otherwise, it will be Saturday that we're back for manufacturers. For Sardinia Road Track B, I believe it is. But yeah, hey, definitely still some good results. 100%, mate, 100%. So not a bad little evening, I would definitely say. But there we are. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. If you haven't done already, please do like the stream, both YouTube and Twitch. Please do follow on Twitch. Please do subscribe on YouTube. All the usual stuff. And yeah, fingers crossed, I shall see you later in the week. Probably most likely, if it's going to happen, it'll be tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow is the only night that it can happen, now that I think about it. So fingers crossed for tomorrow. Saturday for manufacturers, and then as James rightly says as well, Sunday for British Heart Foundation. Round 5 in the Super Formulas. So I'll be looking forward to that. But yes, appreciate everyone stopping by as always. Catch you all in the next one. That's going to be hopefully 4 streams this week. So we'll keep our fingers crossed tomorrow happens as well. But enjoy what is left of the evening. Catch the end of the Manchester United and Liverpool game. Fingers crossed, James. If he hasn't put money on it, he should do for his 3-1 to Man United. And yes, catch you all hopefully tomorrow, if not Saturday. Toodles!